leader should be intimate with rural people. And be sure to take action rather than discussion. Because in Myanmar, they discuss a lot and meet a lot, but nothing implemented at the village level. And the stage-by-stage development and rural development process should be done stage by stage. So infrastructure development through joint effort, government, NGOs and rural people. And government should develop their community spirit and training for income generation and cash management. And I want to, the suggested model for Myanmar rural community development effort is, the main actors for that model is government, local people, NGO and NGO. And the government should choose choose the 10 villages at first, and then that village will be properly developed, and then the other village will be elevate this village, and then they will be rolling out other village. They should be rolling out other village. And the first, the pilot stage, it take time 2 years, and then another 2 to 4 years, it's the implementation stage for 1,000 village. And then if they are successful to the implementing stage, they can rolling out stage 4 to 8 years, and then and for remaining village is 8 to 12 years. And the conclusion is that the new government has shown its enthusiastic to revert real life of the country, but without cohesive effort participation from the mass and all stakeholder effort, the effort will be in vain. And now the missing parts at present effort of Myanmar are appropriate incentive system for villagers to put their own effort. And Myanmar is still required a cohesive and nationwide integrated model of community development. That's why Korea Semau Undong model could help as a benchmark for Myanmar for some extent. So this research may help to the future development of Myanmar by integrating possible weak points with unbiased manners and suggesting the option to overcome problems. Yeah, that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let me be on time. And are there any questions?
Why do you study on the comparative study to South Korea? You cannot include some other countries like Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, something like that, and give comparison with many countries. I think get more variation in terms of findings.
Yeah, but my study is actually my study is Korean study. So in Korea, the Semau Undong model is very successful during 1960 to 1979. That's why I choose that Korean Semau Undong model. Yes.
With the present government, Myanmar present government.
Yes.
Okay, and we are proposing a model to be used by the government. Okay. So do you think how long your model will be used by the government pertaining to the present government? I don't see any what you call it, chance for the people to have their voices in this junta.
Actually, my model is 12 years still needs, because rural community development is long-term process, not ad hoc visit need. But now Myanmar government implement is a 4.5 years, from 2011 to 2015 December. So it's still challenging to get that to promote their rural area.
So what is the difference from the present models and the model you are suggesting now?
Present model is now we are not still present model, but we are now trying to discuss things, which model is used, which model is better for us.
You think the present government will take consider your model?
I hope so. But,
Any more questions?
yes.
From based on your study,
Yes.
do you think that the government play a big drive or role in making sure that your country become developed? Because some countries say that the development is because of other inputs, like South Korea. Many say South Korea get developed because other inputs, outside input,
Yeah.
from America. Because once South Korea become the ally of United States, so the United States want to show that if you become the alliance of the United States, you can be developed. That is what I know and I heard from many people's opinion. Because South Korea is under America, to show to the neighbor of the South Korea, North Korea. They say to the North Korea, if you are communist, you become something like that. You are under Russia, something. If you are under America, you get developed. Is it play a big role in your study? Do you study on that?
But South Korea has no natural resources, but our country has a lot of natural resources, so we can depend on our natural resources and think we can stand up on our own country.
But what my friend trying to say is, I think your government at present is practicing the closed door policy, right?
No, not closed policy. Now is he really opened it.
Open.
Yeah.
So you think the investment from the America will come into your country?
Now is negotiation. Yeah. I think.
I think with this open policy, most probably Myanmar will be much better in future.
Yes.
I think Malaysia also going to invest in your country.
Because what I know,
Yes.
compared to South Korea, Singapore, both of them are alliance of America. Compared to Malaysia, it's not. Malaysia is a neutral country. Doesn't have any connection in terms of politics, in terms of army to America. I think better you study Malaysia because you are a little bit like closed door, right? Before that. Even you say open door, but you are not close to America. You just open it, but politically, militarily,
Yeah.
you are not
Actually,
with
yes.
America.
Actually, we want to open. We want to invite America, but Americans still banned our country because of politics.
Yeah.
Now is a political. Is a still. I think maybe stable, just so-called stable.
Yeah, that's why I suggesting if you
Yeah.
want to study, I think the proper study is more Malaysia. Even Malaysia is not as developed as South Korea, but we develop our country without the help of America in terms with in the political side or in army side. That is the difference, Malaysia and South Korea. Yeah. Do you want to reconsider about your study or maybe in your future studies? Yeah. Because Singapore, of course, they are American allies. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know about Thailand.
Yeah. Thank you for
Yeah.
the suggestion, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that we have the whole day for discussion for this issue. So thank you. So let the last paper to present today. The last paper is on the impact of hypermarket development to the existing traditional market in Medan City by Muhammad Dolab Lubis from University Saint Malaysia.
Thank you, Dr. Sobin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning. The topic is the impact of hypermarket development to the existing traditional market in Medan City by me, Muhammad Darul Qudus, and Associate Professor Ahmad Sanusi Hasan, and in behind, and Professor Abdul Ghani Saleh from School of Housing, Building and Planning, University Science, Malaysia. Introduction. This study discusses about hypermarket development in Medan City Center nearby and its impact to the existing traditional market. My objective is to study the present consumer grocery preference, especially to the hypermarket and traditional market in Medan City, and to identify the factors of economic impact of hypermarket development towards trading activity of traditional market. Medan City is the capital of North Sumatra province, Indonesia, the third largest city in Indonesia after Jakarta and Surabaya, with 2,083,156 population in 2007, consists of 9 regional urban section, we call it bagian wilayah kota, and 21 districts and 151 sub-districts. According to Medan in figure 2008, a number of market by kind facilities consists of 56 markets, 9,382 kiosks, and 8,158 booths and 59 stalls. The study area is located in BWK Pusat Kota at Medan Petisa district, which has 3 units of traditional market, namely Petisa Market, Meranti Market, and Jangka Market. In this region, there is also a Carrefour hypermarket, which is placement in Medan Fair Plaza at Jalan Gatot Subroto, Medan. The impact of Carrefour Medan Fair Plaza is what will be a review of the case study on the traditional market which is located in Medan Petisa district. I concentrate to the impact of economic sector activity in income of the merchants. The distance of Petisa market only 240.61 meters from Carrefour Medan Fair Plaza. So the presence of hypermarket in Indonesia is not long ago, since October 1998, but was able to make many people turn away and move their shopping place as the shopping preference of the present and future. This is the case study area. This is Indonesia. This is Sumatra Island. Medan City is located in the north. This is a map of Medan City with 9 regional sections. The location is in the city center here, with in bagian wilayah kota, pusat kota. This is the location. Here is Medan Fair Plaza in Carrefour Hypermarket. This is a Petisa Market. The distance only 240.61 meter between these both building. So the impact of hypermarket development. Hypermarket in France existed since 1962 by Carrefour in scientific Genepi, the port, usually located outside the city. But the difference with in Indonesia, the placement was not in the suburb, but directly placed in the center of the city and very close to the traditional market. So small grocery and traditional market find difficulties to expand their business because they fail to complete in terms of price and service. So for the solution, only local traditional grocer in the city center should have permission by local authority to open their shop in the traditional market without operation of hypermarket. The hypermarket should be located in outside to the city. Actually, Indonesia government has adopted several laws and policy, but so far the supervision and implementation of the regulation are not strong enough. So, according to some experts like Sirvane Raharjo statement, and I want to not highlight it here. According to Hermawan 2005, state that the beginning of the opening Medan Perpelajar, airport Medan Perpelajar very crowded, visited by the consumer. Although at the time the shops open in Medan Perpelajar only 25% of activity in the beginning opening. This is the statement of the expert. According to the guide 1980, there are 6 placements of hypermarkets in urban area. 1 city center, 2 existing district center, 3 proposed district center in inner, 4 proposed district center outer, ada urban and edge of a town. Most applicant of a hypermarket placement are for 5 and 6 because the benefits of cost. But the planners and governor will take us in the placement of 1 until 4. Because which offers considerable benefits and costs. So placement 5 and 6 can be a wise choice for the planning authority because those is the generally have less problems. This is my research methodology. I have a